Hey guys, this is Mike the Wrestling Guy Smith, and you guys are watching All in Wrestling. This video today, guys, is my AEW review, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. The first match we got was Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy, which I thought was it was a really good match. Cause Jungle Boy, and I'll say it again, like I said before, Jungle Boy is showing me like he wants to be champion, like he wants to be the best. I see it in him. And I like the fact that Adam Cole is kind of giving, like he kind of gave him that match. And it was just a back and forth match. Like Jungle Boy doing the snare trap, doing like suplexes, bulldogs, like everything that he basically set up Adam Cole for a lot of things, and like he almost tapped him out. But the thing was, Adam Cole got to the ropes. He broke the submission. And the thing was, he was actually gonna do a suplex, but the thing was, he got Audrey Edwards, like he used her as a human shield, did like a low blow, then did the basically did the Panama Sunrise off the low blow. I mean, tried to do a Panama Sunrise. Jungle Boy kicks out of it. He's shocked that he kicked out of it, and then basically because I forgot, is it the boom shot or is it the last shot? The boom shot gets a 1, 2, 3. We go to commercial. The elite are coming out. You got Luke Gallows. You got Carl Anderson. You got those two. You got the Young Bucks coming out. You got Kenny coming out. Um, Carl Anderson says, "Hey, you got the Good Brothers." Like then he says the crowd their elite demands the respect from the crowd. So you got the Good Brothers, you got the Young Bucks, the best tag team. Even though you guys are not tag team champions anymore, you guys are still EVP, extremely violent people. And then you get like Kenny, like he makes his promo, and he gets interrupted by Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson says, he says, "How about you guys? Do you guys want to see a rematch between me and Kenny Omega?" Everybody's saying, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." And then he's like, he's like, "I want a rematch. They want a rematch, but you don't want a rematch. But it proves to me that you have no balls." He's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Kenny No Balls Omega?" Like, I love the promo between those two because here's the thing. And this is the thing I was gonna do my predictions for next Wednesday, but I'll do those tomorrow. And this is the thing I'm saying, guys. Like, I believe that Kenny Omega is gonna lose that title to Bryan Danielson before he loses it to CM Punk. CM Punk or Darby. Darby's not gonna take that belt from him. He's not gonna take the belt from him. And this is the thing, like I are like I just see it. And then we go to basically we have another match, like we have a Dark Order 6-man tag match against the Hardy Family Office. That match wasn't bad, but it was really just a complete, it was just a mess. Because you got Butcher and Blade, you got um TH2, you got those two. And the thing is, like, they still lost against Orange Cassidy. They still lost against Orange Cassidy, and like literally Orange Cassidy and the Dark Order. And Dark Order was ripping, and they came together because of Negative One. And I love the fact that they did the Dark Order together. I love that they still remember Brody's memory. I love the fact that literally I got to see the guy. I got to see his family again. I think Negative One is actually having a really good fun time. He loves the wrestling business. He loves it. And I love the match between Tay Conti and Anna Jay, between Penelope Ford and was it Penelope Ford now? Yeah, Penelope Ford and the Bunny Witch's Alley, which wasn't bad, but Penelope, like, pretty much Tay Conti is showing, like, Tay Conti and Anna Jay is showing me, like, yo, they're ready. They should have a women's tag team division at some point, and they're probably gonna come up. I think AEW is gonna come up with that. Cause I mean, bro, and we're getting and but the big match I want to talk about, the main event, Sammy Guevara versus Miro. It wasn't even like, bro, like Miro was beating Sammy's butt for a while, but Sammy, like, once he got that second win, he was like he literally tried to do a knee and he missed a couple of times, But Miro underestimated Sammy Guevara. He thought it was gonna be a quick thing. And the thing is, he does that when he was doing his his move, his super kick move when he stomps on the ring, and he moves out of the way, and he does a Spanish fly, like he does a crossbody Spanish fly, and he's got Miro. He tries to he jumped too early, but he caught him and does the suplex. Crazy thing, they go outside. Miro tries to throw he throws Miro into the throws him into the throws him into the turnbuckle, like throws him into the turnbuckle pole, throws him to the stairs, and literally just beats Sammy just does drop kick into the barricade. Like the crowd was into it. And bro, and even when he took off when he kicked, he rolled out of it so he didn't have to get submitted. So he rolled out. Miro was taking the turnbuckles off, and literally he tries to do the Sammy. Sammy moves out of the way. He hits the turnbuckle. He gets groggy. He gives him a super. He basically does the GTH and gets him, and then he does it, and he does the 675 and gets the 1-2-3, and he's the new TNT champion. And I love here's the thing. AEW yesterday was good because we're getting a lot of good stories. The MJF thing, and my problem with the MJF thing is that he's not proving it, bro. He's never proving it. And Sammy Guevara went from champion, he's already a champion. He's been winning. I like MJF. I like MJF, but I'm like, dude, if you're not gonna become champion, why are you doing these promos for? That's my opinion. That's my problem with that because he kept talking about the 4 pillars. He kept talking about Sammy Guevara beat him, Darby Allin beat him, Chris Jericho beat him, and the thing is Darby Allin interrupted him, and he was like Matt, Max, are you done? Dude, he's like go, Matt. He's like Max, go. I don't think nobody else would care. Go. We don't want you. We don't need you. He said I'm in my MLW buddies. I got Bruce Pritchard. Okay, everybody's got Bruce Pritchard. And this is the thing. I like MJF, but he doesn't show me you're the fastest rising star in AEW, but you haven't won a title yet. And now you want to be AEW champion. You could have been AEW champion last year. You could have been AEW champion last year, but you didn't. And that's my thing. You could have been AEW champion. And Mom was like, you really don't trust him. I'm like, no, because Mom, he's a great dude. And this is the thing. MJF is a great dude, but he's not showing me that he wants to be champion. If I met him, I would have said the same thing if I met him in person. I'm like, buddy, you're a great you're a great guy, but MJF, Mr. Friedman, you don't show us that you want to be champion. You don't. I'm like, dude, you have money. You have all the money you could want. And the funny thing is, if I was you, I would let Wardlow do your work. Wardlow's the muscle, and the dude is the smartest guy. And I think he's a smart guy. I don't think he's dumb. I think you're not even letting Wardlow do anything. He's just your bodyguard, bro. And Wardlow, Mr. Wardlow, you're not afraid of me? I'm like, no, you're a big dude, but the thing is, you're getting controlled by a guy who's never going to become champion. That's the feeling of it. Everybody else who's become champion in AEW, Jon Moxley, literally Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, Hangman, Kenny. And that's the thing. Kenny has been champion for about a year now, and you still haven't got him. I'm like, dude, where? And this is the thing, and this is what I mean. And the other thing I want to talk about, the Dan Lambert thing, was stupid. The damn Lambert thing, he talks too much. The dude's still doing the millennial thing. I'm like, bro, what is your point? You brought these American top team dudes in here thinking that they're wrestlers. They're not wrestlers, they're MMA guys. And Men of the Year still gonna get their butts kicked. They haven't won the titles either. They haven't even won again. And this is the thing. I don't mind Men of the Year. I don't mind Scorpio Sky and Eat the Page. But them dudes don't do anything. They don't. They're literally sitting there like they're letting Dan Lambert just speak up for him. And I'm like, bro, they're never gonna get to that point. There's so many people in the tag division that could get the belts before they do. And that's never gonna happen. It feels like every time I see them, they don't really do nothing. And that's why like I got so bored. That's why I got tired. That's the only thing about AEW that was great. I mean, everything that kind of sucked was the Dan Lambert thing. He's always there. He's like an annoying little flea. He just keeps coming back, and no matter how many times you beat his butt, he comes back. He's annoying. He comes back, and I don't know why he keeps coming back. He's annoying. That's the point. He annoys the crap out of me. I was like, he's that annoying, huh? I'm like, yes, he's that annoying. Because I'm like, bro, he doesn't do nothing. He literally just sits there. That's all he does. He's the mouthpiece. This dude could, men a year could beat anybody in the tag team division if they got off of Dan Lambert. And the funny thing about Christian and Chris Arian and the rest of them, they're with Bryan Danielson, which is good. So they're getting their little exposure. But the thing is, like, and like I said, with all in all, AEW is great because I really want to see the future Sammy Guevara being TNT champion. Like I do. Like ever since like the Inner Circle like Pinnacle thing, he's been a different person. And I'm gonna take a little page out of Steven Larson, but like I believe in a nutshell, I believe year 2 is good for everybody. Like Fuego's getting up in there. Sammy Guevara's gonna get there. And I really like, you know, the Lucha, like the Lucha Bros, like El Idolo thing, like I don't know, because I really want to see so much of El Idolo, is that I just don't see him as a thing, because I don't think he's really doing nothing. I mean, Friday's gonna be crazy because like the hair versus hair match, that the women's like no holds barred triple threat women's no hold barred thing, which is gonna be awesome because I really think that's gonna be fun. I think there's gonna be a lot of blood. Somebody's gonna bleed today. Somebody's gonna bleed today. Like I said, I just, my thing is like, you got so many people, and El Idolo's the one guy I think that he could be champion, but he's never gonna be champion. And then like I said, and then you got, like I said before, then you got Lucha Bros who got the AAA belts and the AEW Tag Team title belts. And the one thing I'm thinking, who could they get from AAA? There's probably a lot of guys there. That's what I'm saying. And the one thing I would want is, this is the thing, I would want a lot of more things. Like I'm glad we didn't get a team tag thing, because I want a lot of different things. I want a lot of different things with AEW because this is year 2. This is year 2. This is everybody kind of going at their level that they need to go to, and I kind of like it because one of the thing is, I kind of like the fact that they get to show their abilities. I like the fact that we got the Lee Johnson match, and Lee Johnson literally showed like, yo, Cody, I could do this for you. I think that Cody's gonna get like, yo, I'm gonna beat Malachi Black, but I'm gonna beat him full gear. He'll beat him in full gear. That's the point. He'll beat him in full gear. That's what they're pushing it for, because that the casino ladder match thing that's happening next Wednesday, I already know Bryan Danielson will probably be there. Christian will probably be there too. They're friends, but they know they gotta take each other on to win the championship. It's going to be Bryan Danielson, and he's probably gonna do it at full gear, because that's when I would do it, or wait till Revolution, but for the new year. But if he does it at full gear, that's a big fight. That means he doesn't. That's the thing. He could make a stipulation like, yo, no elite people, no elite come in there. Because the thing is, Kenny Omega think he can beat him. He couldn't even. This is the thing. He cashed on his check. He's gonna keep beating him. Kenny Omega has the belt for a while, but the thing is, if he drops it to Bryan Danielson, then Christian can get it. But he wants to mentor, and I kind of see that he wants to mentor Jungle Express, and I kind of see that because it's like I kind of see him wanting to do that, you know. But anyway, I give AEW a solid S because it was a really good show. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.